we are, June 26th, 2010, second year of the raised bed garden adventure. And this year we've added on a whole new subdivision. Over there on the left there's a new aisle of growing raised bed area that wasn't there last year. We just got so confident from our wonderful September. If it hadn't been for September, we would have had nothing, because last year, July, August, even most of June was cold, cloudy, and dry. Three whammies that you don't want when you're growing a garden. Still feel like a novice at this. Here's the tomato section off here to the right. I didn't even label them, so I don't know what's coming up exactly. Whether it's tomato cherries, cherry tomatoes, or whether it's there's three kinds: bigger, smaller, and small. Over here today, I noticed we actually have a little baby tomato, and this is so amazing, because last year I didn't get any of these until August, and I wasn't sure I was going to get anything. So this is exciting, and we have a lot of blossoms on all of the tomato plants. And of course, I got greedy and have about 9 or 10 plants versus 3 last year. Oh, and here we have our Irish Spring soap, keeping the deer away. Down there is our marigold. And over here is our pepper quarter. Got 4 of them, and they've been blooming for the last 2 weeks. No little peppers yet, but they have a nice sunny corner. This is the part that gets the most sun in our very shady backyard. Lots of pine trees, spruces, red pine up there, keeping everything very shady. We have exactly 6 hours of sun at the height of the summer. Not really very good. You're supposed to have 8. But as we can see, things will grow if you have some full sun part of the year, part of the day. That's all it requires. Some full sun. 6 hours a day seems to be enough. Over here we have the cucumbers. I wasn't going to do cucumbers this year because last year they just did so poorly. But they like this warm weather we've been having. We had a very early spring. Everything is about 2 or 3 weeks ahead of what I would think it would be. And even have a little bud coming up on the cucumber. That's the first one. And there's some more. Now the zucchini are doing great. I've interspersed them. There's some in back there. And they've been blooming for a couple weeks. No zucchinis yet. But I expect we'll see some soon. Then down here we have the herb quarter. Here's lavender right there on the left. Over here is some dill. And then we have some rosemary on the right. And lemon basil. There's more dill. And here's some snap peas I'm trying. I'm not sure what they're going to do, but they're growing up the wire. Okay, so now we're going to be going inside this cute little cage that Ken built because we have deer in town. Over here, onions are doing great. Here's the chives on the left. Onions, garlic, growing like wild. Some came up from last year, but mostly this has just been planted in April. And over here are some of my pathetic pole beans. Last year I planted them in totally the wrong location, but this year they're back, so we'll see what happens. Last year I didn't get any blossoms early, but I'm hopeful that this year with the nice warm weather we'll get something. More tomatoes, and in these little pots, well, there's a tomato back there. It's doing nicely with lots of blossoms. And then down here we have some spinach, red lettuce, and regular lettuce. I don't know what's going to happen with this. Just a thought I grew from seed. So this is the first episode of 2010 Raised Bed Garden.